继续这个 Evan's Remains。上一期结束之后，我去稍微调查了一下，我还以为应该是英语母语的这个工作室游戏开发者制作的，搞了半天是一个阿根廷的小工作室制作的，所以上一期最后才会看到这个好像是西班牙语，明明是西班牙语的成就。嘛，长度的话，我本来估计是2个小时，现在估计3个小时，3个小时出头一点。而且应该没有什么重玩价值，所以争取能够在1周目把这个该补的成就搞完。有2个相对偏彩蛋，那2个需要注意一下。剩下什么 skip 谜题啊，包括这个同一个谜题浪费15分钟啊，这种东西就很方便，是比较好处理。所以这里语言可以选，在 English 时候首选是 Espanol， 确实是能透露一些信息。来，这个应该是 Zone 4是吗？第4区域。Quite the review. What are you up to, Evan? Zone 4， 基本上都是 story based， 剧情也不是很长，毕竟28大洋嘛。这个解谜解谜还是有点意思的，规则虽然简单，但还有可玩性。剧情呢就仁者见仁，智者见智。啊，这个是瞬移是吗？那干嘛呢？哦，哦，还有这个效果，这样就可以了。但这个节奏挺微妙的，一会儿呢谜题连发，一会儿呢剧情连发，一会儿呢一点剧情一点谜题，这感觉哪个都很奇怪。啊？这什么鬼意思？哦哦哦哦，还有这种设计。Could it be? Nah, too crazy. Is everything alright? Did I say something wrong back here? Why? Because of the abject horror on your face for the last 10 minutes. Nah, it's just, trying to digest the whole situation. I understand. What did you say your last name was again? Amor. Well, okay, that's a relief. Why? Just refreshing my memory, sorry, I'm bad with names. Don't you think it's curious the monolith's mechanisms are still working? A little. Though maybe I'm not surprised, since the civilization also apparently figured out eternal life. Maybe their energy source is also unlimited. Now that I think about it, it makes a lot of sense for Upbring to target this place. Immortality, unlimited energy, what else? But can a place like this really be under their control? It's like nobody's been here in decades. Although my theory about an underground lab would also explain it. What was that? Did you hear it? Yep. What was it? Nothing to worry about. You didn't expect the island to be free of wildlife, did you? Wildlife. You love leaving me behind, don't you? 这个谜题的难度はちょっと簡単。上段の綺麗。而且有些跳跃设置上比较奇怪，实话实说。 啊，这个地方其实不是很难跳的。然而并没有什么卵用。跳到那儿是吧？哦。哦，嚯！基本上只要你东拼西凑瞎搞，就能确实能搞出来。啊，当然这个制作组本来就不想制作什么太难的游戏，就是。他本来就不想让你卡关嘛，上得去吗？啊，这需要把那个开出来。基本上就来回试就行了。说一关卡15分钟，或者主动放弃解这关直接认输，这种设定其实没什么用。我后边打雷莫斯开那个，这个没有解开。哎，看看该怎么搞啊！从这儿可以跳到这儿是吧？哦，这样依然没用吧？啊，这样就没了是吧？这样应该是没有意义的。嗯，没有什么意义的。啊，这个可以我这样看的是吧？啊，这个东西最好不要踩是吧？这样是吧？这样就可以了。然后你还需要再上去，好像反了是吧？反了，这应该是反了，踩反。但是你可以，对，你可以这样。但这样了啊，这样还是差一点点，还是需要那块东西，还是反的。这个对吗？这个应该可以吧？啊，但这还是进不去。但这个你要再想调整的话就不简单了。现在这样如果能上去就欧了。这种情况直接跳下去是一样的。哎，マジか。進んでますね。哎，这有可能啊？不，这没有意义的，而且有这个最大跳跃距离限制，设计的有点狠。行，那再来吧。 没好好想过。啊，这个位置，然后需要把这个东西裁掉，这样其实就可以了，是吧？呀，瘦下来，光这样还不够。哎，这怎么？等一下啊，不对了就。我觉得应该不太需要思考。突然有点脑死，觉得玩他了吗？现在这样放，对，现在这样的话位置是对的，但问题是我人过不去了。弄完之后，还是要反过来，这个东西先没有，然后踩到这儿过来，再切回来，也不对呀，哎，整个思路有问题是吧？暂时我还没反应过来从哪边走是正解。觉得他妈打没了，上去。这样什么都没有了，这个状态什么都有了，而且东西在那边。但问题是，对，这里我可以踩的，但是我避不开那个，能避开吗？靠！人生啊！靠，卡那里无头绪。妈，这不行。啊，对。Another thing I've been thinking about. Clover, would you mind paying attention for 1 second? I'm listening. I can write and do that at the same time. Well, about the civilization and all that, if they were capable of creating eternal life, why is nobody here? If they were immortal, they shouldn't have died, which means they should be here, right? So eternal is my son. Are you listening to me? Yeah, Vanu. You are totally right, agree. The one who perfect. No, not listening. Hey, something touched me. What happened? The bush. What? Someone came out of bush and went running past me, and I think he touched me. Where was he? I don't see anyone. Already gone, it was really fast, I swear. Must have just been a monkey or something. I said someone or something. I know what I saw, it wasn't a monkey. So you were able to see his face? Well, not really, it happened before I could react. But I know it was a person. The darkness is playing tricks on you. So you don't believe me? I believe that you should calm down, Vanu, even if it was a person, and even if that person wanted to hurt us. We are two, and he or she is one, so there's no need to be scared. I'm not scared. Fine. Then this arguing is pointless. 走了。啊，然后就下一个区域了。Zone 4.5有个东西，4.5有个东西。If he said cake then and then touched giraffe, there's just one option left. Stall it. That's it. So I should stall it. Alright, that's my spy. You lose. 桌游。What the? Did I get caught on the hiss? This can't be. I must be dreaming. What just happened? Calm down, Vincent. It was just luck. You got cocky. Next time, I will crush him. Good game. You know, my first game is always just a warm-up. Now I can really play full strength. What? I thought we were only playing once. Who plays Spy Master once? It's not that I don't want to, but you know, things to do. Yeah, I get it. Father's duty calls. I'm barely old enough to enter a bar. She's my sister. If you'll excuse me, she's my sister. 后面应该会把故事剧情讲清楚的。The Garden Reach Zone 4.5吧，就这儿是吧？这儿会有一个野餐桥段，喝的东西饮料。当你把这个语言选成先要 quit， 一旦到那儿需要 quit。暂时还没来，蓝色的来了。如果你选其他语言的话，饮料的颜色是看不到的。选那个西语的话，西班牙语的话会变成棕色，是那个阿根廷的国民饮料马黛茶。所以这其实一个彩蛋，就告诉你作者其实是这也会动。这个意思。作者是来自于阿根廷的。这个谜题关键看你是不是死脑筋，你只要不是死脑筋，其实问题就不大了。可以跳这么高。还需要把那个东西给它踩掉。可以，设计的挺机智的。嚯！关键就是多试试，这样那样的思路全部都试一下，基本就能解决问题。一旦脑袋卡一下就完蛋了。高度的重置，把露露要扛他。但这样的话，这里是反过来的，那怎么办呢？もう一回あそこに行くしかない。但这样依然不对。哎，你是要把两个东西都解掉是吧？哎，我可能搞错了。哎，妈的，不应该踩。Shit my boots， 这样反而搞得完蛋了。 所以还是会花点时间的，除非你解得很快。但这个有可能2个一起下来吗？我主要是我一直没有去算，我觉得应该不需要。看来不行啊。哎，可以，强迫动脑子了是吧？这个绿色是关键吧？什么可能绿色是关键？绿色绝对不是关键。How's it going? How's what going? The translations. Oh, I'll read what I have. OK. 所以这表达还是挺简洁易懂的。Eternal is my son, and eternal will become he who not abandons. 也没有太多的俚语。Our sacred. Why did you stop? That's everything I've got so far. So what? What do you think? I think it's too early to make any conclusions. It doesn't sound sensible. The language is elementary, almost confused. That's because it's not only an ancient language, but it's also completely different than ours. Some words are probably going to sound silly. Trying to translate a completely unknown language to English is probably going to sound bad. The meaning remains. I think it means something like eternal shall be the one who remains on our sacred something. Do we take it literally, or is it some kind of metaphor? I was wondering that too, but it doesn't exactly come with instructions. You know how they used to write a millennia ago? Grand language full of symbolism, alliteration, subtle references, wordplay. I must have missed the memo on that one. That kind of language never gets to the point. It seems really pretentious. And it makes me nervous. Well, maybe they wanted to add one more level of difficulty. How so? Obfuscating their writing makes it harder for fools or thieves to uncover the artifact. Making a riddle could act as a screen mechanism. Makes sense, I guess. Or maybe they just liked being pretentious. Anyway, I think it's best to wait until we have the complete translation. Then we can draw our conclusions. I suppose that works. What can you tell me about these monoliths? Are you solving the puzzles too? I'm not sure if they are necessary for the artifact to take effect, but something tells me it's not a good idea to avoid them. Why not? They had to be built for a reason. Well, at any rate, you shouldn't be solving them. How does that help you find Ivan? Yet, I haven't seen you walk around a single one so far. I don't want to get away from the seashore. 1. 2. I don't plan on touching the water. 3. They are pretty fun. It's the best choice. I won't deny that. I'm lying through my teeth here. In reality, there is something about them that intrigues me. I'm not sure what is it, but I feel like solving them is the only way to find out. 没有一次 skip 没准有什么隐藏的东西的，能不 skip 不 skip。这反正一周目该搞的搞定，2周目你可以嘛，就差那个的话，我自己搞定就行了。Anyway。skip 一个或者说一个卡15分钟，这很容易做的。关键是彩蛋又来了是吧？但这个呢，因为一共就没有几个棋子，所以你刷就能刷出来。与其说需要思考，不如说就是靠刷的。 既然是刷的话，就没有什么可以扯的了。这干嘛呢？一开resetか。靠，这居然能踩到这儿 ！It's kind of like cheating。啊，那个东西会变，没发现。啊。从这个地方居然能跳到右边的地方，这种就是，对，欺骗性太强太强。这样人居然跳不上去，刚好给你卡好了，这没有任何意义的。他为什么需要 reset 呢？因为现在可能已经进入死局了，是吗？一开始这样的。哎呀，这个 Evans remains 还放了个 Evano 什么 Nokoshimono 还是 Sagashimono， 一定要来句日语，这毫无关格好吗？除了这个 Dices 画了一张这个亚洲脸。没用的。What a view! I gotta admit, this place is beautiful. 这里开始谜题还挺多的。小心小妹の解谜游戏啊，这样把你围起来。哦，我操，这个判定还可以。还真能这么玩儿。没想法。从这儿开始，你要乱试，虽然能试出来，但也得玩半天。这个游戏究竟怎么玩效率最高？我的妈的，今だにわかんない。你这个状态一旦封起来，不是没有用的。他这个能直接跳过去吗？哦，能直接跳过去。我现在知道的是遇事不决，重启一下就好。这还能走嘞？重启。 一开始就这样的。这儿跳不上去了，但没什么区别。上来这下几乎是卡跌了，然后第二步呢？第二步只能这么玩，那就跳进去呗，反正碰不到的。这步基本也确定，不就可以了吗 ？Cheap。A monolith, it's so strange. Should I tell him? I don't know why, but I could swear. But what would they gain? Thinking about all of this just raises even more questions. Whatever, not my problem. I came here to do my job, and that's what I intend to do. 我操！就光这一个 zone 给我拿个，这应该是 zone 4.5，看到你那个 monolith 啊，能看到什么 from below， 每个还有名字。哇，这么复杂！这也不对呀、等一下啊，要先把这个路线规划出来，这样盲干就没有什么意思了。想一想。哎，这个逻辑上好像不成立呀。那你想怎么出去呢？难道不是从？哎，不对呀、这我在用逆推法，就你最后要到那个地方终点的话，你应该从什么方向走？那只能从那个位置走。这里就有个矛盾的问题，这么高怎么可能？哎，他跳跃多高？这个跳跃高度肯定不够的。这样的话你怎么？这个怎么做了？等一下，有个东西首先要测试一下。这个不测试的话，那你们还是不让来。男人在哪儿？啊，男人在这儿。好，现在不好测试啊，可以。就可能那样。这个东西你能跳上去吗？可以跳上去。靠！我说怎么做不到？好，那就没问题。 那就可以逆推了。就把该刷的刷出来，然后蓝色宝石在现在的位置了。就可以了。啊，これは確かに簡単了。这也是比较惨的一点，就是我辛苦想了半天，结果你妈估计跟无脑玩效率差不多。God, 16 monoliths and counting, and there are a bunch more ahead of us. I guess it will be a long night of translations. I imagine we will stop to rest at some point, right? I don't plan on following you all night. It's still too early to stop. How do you know? You didn't even look at your watch. How strange. My watch has stopped. Is it broken? No, Vanu, your watch isn't broken. If you can read minds, it's probably time to confess. Not even the worst psychic would waste his abilities on you. You are just too easy to read. Now you are my therapist. No, but it's the same face I made as soon as I looked at my watch after arriving on the island. For some reason, neither watches nor compasses work here. Now that I think about it, if Upring had some secret base somewhere on the island, they could have raised an electromagnetic field big enough to interrupt electronic devices. So that way they could hide the island from satellites and radar. Could that be the case? Hey, I'm sorry, alright? I was just joking. Are you mad at me? No, I was just thinking about something. Where were we? Oh yeah. My legs are killing me, and I'm hungry. Let's at least sit down for a minute. Let's also. Please. I can't afford to. I know what you're thinking. You think if you hurry and try to waste as little time as possible, you will be more efficient and you will achieve more in less time. But really, fatigue leads to mistakes which just cost more time. What would usually take you an hour now takes you 3. In the long run, you will lose more time than you think you are saving. Not to mention now you will need twice the amount of rest to recover again. I understand your determination, and I know your little sister can't wait, but you will only reach your maximum potential if you rest properly. Without overextending yourself. You will feel better and your body will thank you, believe me. You sound like you are trying to sell me something. I know what I'm saying. College teaches you these kinds of things the hard way. You win, Vanu. Yay. 来了是吧？这里可能要重来一下。但好像没有喝茶吗？还没开始是吧 ？I will go with Treno。等一下，这里按照顺序来说的话，现在是到哪呢 ？Rich Zone 5Rich Zone 5，那还没开始吃东西。Impressive. You hit the nail on the head. What were you expecting? What are you up to? Clover. You'd never make that move. Hey, Clover. Have you ever bet? On Spy Master, never. Does the idea sound interesting? Not really. You could make money. I've done it. Not to be rude here, but your appearance doesn't exactly scream financial advice. You know what they say about appearances. Hey, I like the game, but I don't think it's worth taking too seriously. Why not? You are not bad. I don't know. Spy Master's always just been a hobby for me. I've got more important things to worry about than gambling. Like what? My family. My family. I see. I love playing. For a few seconds, I just forget about everything else. It's a brief moment, a momentary trance, in which I become one with the game. I couldn't live without Spy Master. I've achieved a lot thanks to playing it. Pretty much everything I have. Betting, yep, because I always win. Are you sure? Burmesia. You're assassin, am I right? Again? No. No. How didn't I realize? Are you okay? Yeah. It's just really hot here. What is wrong with me? Why can't I beat him? 这过场设定也是坑的。下一个区了这个就是野餐是吧？对，这会儿能看到一个保温杯，保温杯上是没有任何图案的。 然后两个人的杯子也是没有什么颜色的，就是白色的。这里需要搞一下啊，它可以 fast forwarding dialogue 不要 ，yes， 它应该有自动存档。然后这会儿你换成西班牙语，就这里是有这么一个成就，需要以西班牙语的这个语言进入刚刚的段，你就能看到一段，就能看到那个杯子了。一旦成就蹦出来，你可以退回来。这个就是彩蛋性质。哎，点不了啊！哦，我操！一瞬间，啊 ，continue 还是看得出来的。Nuevo juego 这是 new play， 这还是大概是能懂。Español， continue， 关键从哪开始？哦，来了，出来了。啊，这，你要这么看还是不行？看不了。叫 Boqueta Papa 是吧？这个词我查过了，好像是嘴巴比较小的爸爸是吧 ？Papa 应该就 Papa。Boqueta Papa，drink made using the Telemol of Amagon。Amagon 应该是 the best， 最好的 Telemol， 这个是 Telemol 好像是容器的意思吧，杯子的意思。然后这个成就的小图标是那个马黛茶，关键是看背景，它这里估计不太能看得到背景，看得到背景吗？背景那个保温杯上面有这个其实也不是阿根廷的国旗，上下是蓝色，中间是黄色，然后能看到这个保温杯右侧没有杯子了，左侧有一个这颜色变成棕色了，大概是这么一个意思，可以再对比一下。反正成就已经出来了。萨斯甘尼 C 跟 No 还是知道的，但不应该写 No 吧，应该写 Non 吧。这个 Cargando 我就不知道了，居然是西语 ，Bottom， English， continue OK， 这是一个，后面那个 Zone 6还有一个 ，I'd like to agree，OK 来了，看这里就是两个人一个杯子，然后保温杯是没有任何图案的，把这段打完嘛，还挺长的。But honestly, I didn't pay much attention. I'm telling you, I'm sure it's not my imagination. They are not always getting progressively harder. The difficulty curve is all over the place. I think the strangest thing in all of this is you, Vanu. 啊，这里更清楚了。Me, why? Since you arrived here, you haven't stopped talking about Evan, upbringing, or secret bases, and all of a sudden you start to talk about college. What I am trying to say is, who are you exactly? Some kind of secret agent? Feels weird when I'm not the one asking questions. Well, although upbringing hired me to come to the island, their motives are completely unknown to me. But you do know Evan, right? That's why they sent you. Never so much spoken a word with the guy. Had you worked with upbringing before then? Never. I give up. I don't get it. Why you? Doesn't it make sense for them to send, I don't know, a rescue team or something? According to upbringing, it's no use trying to understand Evan. Or at least that was the excuse they used with me. Yes, Evan seemed to know about me without me knowing him. You don't wonder why. I wonder, alright, but I have no idea. If there's something special about me, I doubt it. Maybe he just randomly picked someone, for whatever he wants to achieve. So he wasn't kidnapped. Did he disappear of his own volition? I've already told you, Clover, I don't have the slightest idea. Your guess is as good as mine. When I first arrived, I thought you were here because of him too. For a moment, I thought that whatever he was up to involved multiple people, but I've already discounted that hypothesis. Sounds like you are gonna be the engineer pig for some dark experiment. Why would you accept a job like that? It sounds dangerous, terrifying anyway. I'm not supposed to say this, but they offered me money. I mean, of course they did. That's how a job works. No, Clover, I mean they offered me a ton of money. More than I've ever imagined making for my entire life. Something tells me you do have something special after all. At least special for Evan. Oh well, whoever is behind this, you get the idea. But what is it? What's so special about me? A while ago I thought trying to answer these questions just seems to raise even more questions. In any case, that's what I accepted. Money trouble. 这又开始疯狂对话了。There's no nice way for me to say this. I just love money. I've always loved it. I can't say it without feeling like the scum of the earth. People like to pretend. I don't care about material things. I don't care about money. Everybody wants money. The only difference is I'm happy to admit it. Whether you like to accept it or not, money makes life much, much easier. I like to think that's why I want it, for an easy life, and not just because I'm greedy. I grew up in a family where we lived paycheck to paycheck. Money was always a sore spot for our parents. They fought constantly. Being offered that amount just to come find Evan, it seemed too good to be true. But it wasn't. That's why I don't care that much. I don't care what Evan wants. I don't care if he knew me. I don't care what people think. 怎么一下子 I don't care if my life may be in danger. 这本来这么高科技、高大上的这个主题，怎么一下子变得俗气起来了 ？I don't care if I'm doing the right thing. If there's money involved, you can count me in. There's nothing wrong in admitting what makes you happy. We all have something, as long as you are not hurting anyone. Maybe I'd hurt someone. As long as there's money, maybe I don't care. Yes, you are awful. God, I'm awful. Sitting with the altruist here isn't exactly helping. The contrast makes me feel even worse, you know. Am I an altruist? 什么是 altruist? 没有欲望人。Just look at yourself. You are doing this for someone from your family. You decided to help me without asking anything in return. I believe there comes a time when you realize all the things you've been worrying about all these years, they don't actually matter, and you passed the time your whole life willfully ignoring the things that are truly valuable. But that's not what really hurts. What really hurts is that you knew what mattered all along. Deep down, you always knew. You just decided to live your life that way, believing that later there would be time for everything else. There will be time for your family later. There will be time for your friends later. Right now, you just think about your problems. Eventually, you realize that later is an excuse. It doesn't exist. There is no later, because it's already far, far too late. In that moment, you realize why you are put on this planet. 你这是什么感觉呢？就是写作文，不管中文英文，要求800字，写到400字的时候突然停不下来了，一下子嘛又写了1000字，就是感觉停不下来了，你是已经控制不住了呢。And more importantly, you realize the things, and that are worth living for. 你这些对话，你确定对后面都是有意义的吗？我相信绝对没有意义的。总结一下就完了。The ones you remember when you are about to die, the ones that make you happy. Ironic， 这开始鸡汤了呢。Learning the lesson when there's nothing else you can do. But I guess that's how it works, right? I thought I couldn't feel any worse for just wanting money. But hey, congratulations, I feel even worse. Just don't forget those that are important to you. I won't, but you know, this doesn't make sense. You sound like an old man on his deathbed. I don't know how old you are, but you look like you still have 3/4 of your life left. Did I say something wrong? You are completely right, Daniel. Why do I bother worrying? I forgot to thank you, you know, for everything. If I had to be here on my own, I wouldn't have lasted much longer without losing it. Hey, I think that's most people. One look at this place, I'm sure most folks would turn around. Don't worry about it. We should go on, shouldn't we? What happened to your immense tiredness? On second thought, I can probably keep going until midnight, which would make sense if I knew what time it was. Whatever. This brief rest was enough to keep going. We can stop when we get too tired. I will clean up then. 然后就下一个 zone 了。之前这个我忘了它叫什么了 ，ammo 是 ammo， 这个没问题，还能往回走了。啊，有些地方可以往回走的，就要注意。本来话不多的，怎么一下子话多起来了？然后这个zone应该结束了，对。那这先这样。一旦那个 Zone 5到了，就先The Valley reach Zone 5，先这样。这文本没有控制好啊，就一下子就啰嗦起来了。这感觉我懂的，大多数人都会犯的问题，但一般是口语上的， 就你一旦讨论到这件事情，你突然兴致大开，本来你准备说1分钟了，突然说了5分钟，这种感觉很正常。但写作毕竟是文本，你写完之后你可以省一下，把多余的废话删掉，什么精简。一旦这个开始你的主题停不下来了，这肯定不是好习惯。这对一个作品来说绝对不是好习惯。你自己写的日记随便写，否则会超字数的。到时候，the city reached zone 4, the garden reached zone 4.5, the valley reached zone 5. Boqueta Papa drink made using the Telemore of Amagond. 就这样。写这样剧情还是有一些